Hey guys, so I know most of us are now familiar with religious psychosis, especially after all that stuff that happened last week with the freaking rapture that was supposed to occur. But now we are dealing with another form of psychosis on this app, and it is called celebrity psychosis. So there is a girl named Jensen who alleges that Haley and Justin Bieber are illegally surveilling her inside of her home. She claims that they are live streaming this to the world, and that, things such as her sitting in bed at night eating a ice pop or while she's on the toilet is being live streamed. So she said that she got in contact with Haley and Justin through a Reddit thread that she had created concerning all the issues that was going on with Britney Spears, and that they had all been speaking and communicating with each other subliminally through colors. The colors being pink, blue, and teal. Um, she also stated that some of Justin's songs were directed towards her, such as Swag, and that he is using these songs to communicate with her and make fun of her. And she's also stating that something about this also has to do with the Palestine. I don't know. I'm gonna let you guys watch the clip and you all let me know what you all think. But I definitely feel like this is another good rabbit hole for us to all go down.
So here's the deal. I am being illegally surveilled in my home right now by Justin and Haley Bieber, and it is being live streamed so that half the world has been watching me for the last 2 months. And this might be a very long story, but I want you to listen to the full video, please, because this has to do with the genocide in Palestine. This has to do with issues in our country. Regardless of what side of the political spectrum you are on or what class you are in, this matters. It has to do with our media. It has to do with the entertainment industry. So please watch the full video. This all has happened because of my Reddit page that I dedicated to Britney Spears that I've talked about on my TikTok. And this has led me to not only Britney herself, but Justin and Haley Bieber and the entire entertainment industry, and ultimately being surveilled. So just want to make that clear. And I'll talk briefly about my Reddit page. So I made a Reddit page dedicated to Britney Spears in August of 2022 after she had gotten out of her illegal conservatorship, because I wanted to pursue justice for her. And I made the page because nowhere else online you were allowed to talk about it. And I had to shut it down the following year because it was infiltrated by a propaganda machine that has worked against Britney for years. They brigaded my Reddit page by sending a bunch of bots and people that were set to defame her. And they did it on her birthday, mind you. So I shut down the page, like I said, but I've realized over time that there are content creators online that are posting to this day who, in my opinion, spread defamatory content about Britney Spears. And they are part of, in my opinion, a large right-wing propaganda machine that lives online and spreads defamatory content or just content that distracts people on a day-to-day basis. So content creators like Perez Hilton and Sloan Hooks, or Brett Cooper and Candace Owens, and it goes all the way up to mainstream media networks like InfoWars, Fox News, TMZ, and it goes up and up and up. I also realized while I was running the page how powerful American media is and how it can be used to suppress a very important story, like Britney trying to get a trial for her illegal conservatorship. And I realized that that same business model can be used to just about anything, especially the genocide in Palestine. So now fast forward to the beginning of this year, where I had started posting on social media more consistently because I told myself I was going to try. And also I noticed that these same content creators who, in my opinion, defame Britney were also talking about Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's lawsuits. And I thought that they were defaming Blake Lively as well as Justin Bieber. So you could see on my TikTok that I sort of called them out and I said, that's defamation. Britney must have seen my posts because I noticed that she was directing her posts on Instagram at me. And we started going back and forth. So just to be clear, everything that Britney Spears has been posting, for the most part, has been directed towards me. So she's not crazy like the media has been saying. She's not crazy at all. Now, I had reached out to Justin Bieber around this time as well because I saw that he was calling out the paparazzi, which I found admirable. And basically, I just said to him that I had been on Britney's side for years and I was also on his side. I also had tagged a bunch of public figures in an Instagram story where basically I said that if we ever want to have any sort of a revolution, we have to look at the entertainment industry and our media, because it basically, both of them control the world. And we can't have any sort of a revolution for normal people before we look at the entertainment industry, because pop culture is a direct reflect on the rest of culture. Justin must have seen my DMs, and he was directing his post towards me as well, and we started going back and forth. And the way we were doing that between me and Brittany and also me and Justin was by using colors. The colors teal, blue, and pink, which I could explain down the line, but those are the colors. And then I realized that everyone I was following, from entertainers, musicians, actors, influencers, meme pages, were all wearing the colors and had known who I was, which was amazing to witness, and I'll never forget that night. And this is how this group project that has been going on all summer formed. Or I thought it was a group project, but really it was just a setup. And I don't want to discount all of the fun that we've had all summer between everyone in this group project and all of the music that's been made. So a big way that we were going back and forth as well was through music. And a lot of the music that you've heard this summer was based around this group project. And a way that I was communicating with the rest of the group was through a playlist on Apple Music called Alive that you can go look at. But yes, a lot of the music, like I said, is based around this group project. And I am very, very, very grateful for every single artist that has been part of this, that was not part of the setup, but was there for the group project. And I just want to make that clear, that not everyone in the industry set me up. It was Justin and Haley and the Kardashians, in my opinion. Just for clarity, so I thought that the group project was for the purpose of spreading awareness on what actually happened to Britney Spears, to advocate for a more fair sports and entertainment industry, to let everyone else know about how powerful American media is, and to talk about Palestine ultimately. And that's what I thought. And you can go look on my TikTok where you can see where I started talking about just everything I knew from my Reddit page for Britney. So I'm going back and forth with everyone online. And the main people that I'm communicating with on a day-to-day basis are Britney and also Justin and Haley. And so just to be clear, everything that Justin has been posting on social media, the standing on business, swag, has all been about me. So at some point in all of this, Justin had started to flirt with me, and I took the bait, which I shouldn't have, and I was confused at the time because he is married, but she seemed cool with it, and this polyamorous dynamic kind of brewed from that, and also swag, like I said. And I'm going to talk about swag, but I do want to say beforehand that the night before swag was released is when I had realized that I was being illegally surveilled, and it was being live streamed. But I'm going to go talk about swag in a part 2, so please go watch that.